Rejected people, who often crave social acceptance, often try to mimic their way into new relationships. Perhaps you've noticed when someone nods their head as you do and echoes your words, you feel a certain rapport and liking. Music lyrics also write social scripts. In experiments, German university men who listen to women-hating song lyrics administer hot chili sauce to a woman. Men-hating song lyrics likewise increase aggression in women. Now consider a more surprising principle. Not only will people stand up for what they believe, they also will more strongly believe in what they have stood up for. Many streams of evidence have confirmed that attitude follows behavior. The more dissonance we feel, the more motivated we are to find consistency, such as changing our attitudes to help justify the act. Prejudice springs not only from the divisions of society, but also from the passions of the heart. Scapegoat theory notes that when things go wrong, finding someone to blame can provide a target for anger. Active listening is empathetic listening, in which the listener echoes, restates, and clarifies. Intelligence is defined in my web text as the potential to learn from experience, solve problems, and use knowledge to adapt to new situations. Intelligence, therefore, isn't about what you know, but about what you can do with what you know. In each case, the beliefs and attitudes we bring to a group grow stronger as we discuss them with like-minded others. This process, called group polarization, can have beneficial results, as when it amplifies during a sought-out spiritual awareness, reinforces the resolve of those in the self-help group, or motivates activists for working for a cause. Our positive behavior towards others are pretty evident from explorations of attraction, altruism, and peacemaking. The amygdala sends more neural projection up to the cortex than it receives back, which makes it easier for our feelings to hijack our thinking than for our thinking to rule our feelings. It's something precisely like, when you know your worth, you don't lose people, they lose you. Watching risk-glorifying behaviors, dangerous driving, extreme sports, unprotected sex, increases viewers' real-life risk-taking. Emotional intelligence might best be described as a set of skills that can be learned and developed with practice, including self-awareness, self-regulation, ethical judgment, empathy, social awareness, and conflict resolution. Hindsight bias, overconfidence, and our tendency to perceive patterns in random events often lead us to overestimate our intuition. But scientific inquiry could help us sift reality from illusion. Yet, the health and economic impacts of climate change and social inequality greatly affect mental health. Frequently, we conform to avoid rejection or gain social approval. In such cases, we are responding to normative social influence. We are sensitive to social norms, understood rules for accepted and expected behavior. Because the price we can pay for being different can be severe. We need to belong. Frequently, we conform to avoid rejection or gain social approval. In such cases, we are responding to normative social influence. We are sensitive to social norms, understood rules for accepted and expected behavior. Because the price we can pay for being different can be severe. We need to belong. Compassion is more than sympathy. It is an emotional state that motivates us towards action that alleviates suffering. Having conquered cancer or rebounded from a lost job, some people emerge with a stronger self-esteem and a deepened spirituality and a sense of purpose. Indeed, experiencing some stress early in life builds resilience. Adversity can beget growth. Having conquered cancer or rebounded from a lost job, some people emerge with a stronger self-esteem and a deepened spirituality and a sense of purpose. Indeed, experiencing some stress early in life builds resilience. Adversity can beget growth. Understanding and cooperative resolution are most needed, yet least likely in times of anger or crisis. When conflicts intensify, images become more stereotyped, judgments more rigid, and communication more difficult, or even impossible. Each party is likely to threaten, coerce, or retaliate. Association areas are found in all four lobes. Prefrontal cortex in the forward part of the frontal lobes enables judgment, planning, and processing of new memories. People with damaged frontal lobes may have intact memory, high scores on intelligence tests, and great cake baking skills. Yet, they will not be able to plan ahead to begin to bake a cake for a birthday party. Our response speed when recalling or recognizing information indicates memory strength, as does our speed at relearning. Some studies find that people are at increased risk of cancer within a year after experiencing depression, helplessness, or bereavement. Repeatedly viewing on-screen violence tends to make us less sensitive to cruelty. It also primes us to respond aggressively when provoked. Victims of discrimination may react in ways that feed prejudice. Through the classic blame the victim dynamic, do the circumstances of poverty breed a higher crime rate? If so, the higher crime rate can be used to justify discrimination against those who live in poverty. Study finds that increased parental support for college results in lower grades. Nobody is asking you to rekindle what once was, whether that be a relationship, a kinship, a friendship. But learning to forgive and to apologize is not only healing, it's entirely for you. Them receiving the message is just a plus, as well as another form of release. Let go and let God, or let go and let whomever you pray to, or just write that shit down.